requested to watch this for like 3 months. But how an artist traumatized the Genshin community forever. If this is about porn, I should know about it. And if I don't, then I'm shocked and I'm disappointed in myself.
Let me tell you a funny story about an artist who managed to absolutely mortify the entire Genshin community.
Okay.
And basically become Voldemort, whose name invokes fear everywhere.
I've never heard of this.
But in order to understand this story, we have to go back in 2021.
Okay.
At that time, Genshin was becoming more and more popular, and of course, with every popular IP, there are doujins. And there are some doujins that are very infamous in the Genshin community. For example, Barbara's curse removal, or that one, I cannot remember how it's called.
I'll be real, man. I just like don't read doujins. Like I need animation. Like for real, if there's not movement, I just can't jerk off. Straight up, I don't know how people jerk off to pictures. I need movement.
Called Yoimiya is delicious or something, where a bunch of hillchurls eat Yoimiya. But there is one doujin that managed to create such a visceral shock, disgust, and fear, and it's still feared to this very day.
Is it that bad?
So let's talk about it. On Twitter, there is this very particular artist whose name I am really struggling to pronounce.
Nyancha.
So I will call them Nyancha, which is probably not how you pronounce it.
I've heard a thing with a Q. I've heard of them.
Come on, give me some slack. So Nyancha is incredibly popular artist. They have this
Holy fuck, that's hot!
incredible unique style that makes every single character they draw.
Oh, that's how she got her position of power. Stop. Not Bobo, bro. What the fuck?
Just pop off. But one
What
thing
the
that they are incredibly good at is drawing faces and expressions. Especially in
Holy
their
shit.
nude art.
Oh, bro, I saw this one animated. The sound effects and the voice acting for this shit were so fucking hot.
And because Genshin was such a popular IP, of course, Nyancha wanted to create some art for it. So they made a couple of comics. Some of them featured Kuching and Ether, and it was very wholesome. This is because that ship was very popular back in the day.
Sure.
And people demanded more.
Okay.
So Nyancha obliged and made more spicy art.
Okay, just stay away from Pom Pom.
People loved it. It was amazing. But then they wanted more. And Nyancha was more like Subarashi and made this. Now,
Okay.
I am pretty sure
How bad can it
that
be?
most of you had just an instant PTSD after witnessing this.
No idea.
And it's so funny how this comic just managed to stay at the back of every player's mind.
No
and
idea.
absolutely mind-fuck them to
Dude, I'll be real. I think the lewdest part of the human body is the face. Straight up. Like, dude, I give people who like asses. I give people who like titties. But, like, dude, holy fuck. Face expressions are so fucking hot, bro. It's insane. Like, eyes, good God. Big eyes, they make me fucking weak, bro.
this very day. If you don't believe me, let me show you. As you can see, I am now on the official Genshin Impact subreddit, and I am going to search for one specific word.
Okay. All right. We're gonna have to figure that out. We're gonna have to go ahead and whatever the fuck this is, we're gonna have to cut this shit out like right the fuck now. Okay.
Horn. Nothing else. And as you can see, we have some normal things. For example, we have this video where Tartaglia is fighting some kind of boss,
Right.
which I never seen before,
Okay.
because I don't play the game. And as you
Good.
can see,
Based.
it's pretty normal. But just go into the comments and you are going to see. Yep, the comment section in this post just ain't a chief. And look at this one. I was going to comment how much more difficult it was to do it with Ganyu. Now I live in fear. And look at this one. This whole comment section is going on about child ex-Ganyu porn, and I am very thankful I don't have any idea about
Does anybody
what it
have a
is.
link for this?
For your mental health, Keep it this way. And this is absolutely hilarious, but this is not just this post. Look at this innocent one. There is nothing wrong with it. It's just some dude who photoshopped Ganyu without horns.
I'll check it.
Then
I'll
you
check it.
go
Wait,
into
don't
the
link it,
comment
guys.
section, and you just
Tell me what
see
to look up
this.
after this.
It looks good, but it gives me some sort of PTSD. If you don't know why, I am happy for you. I mean, you can just feel the trauma. And this is not just on Reddit.
I'm gonna give you guys my
on
live
Twitter,
reaction to this shit after.
Everywhere where there is Ganyu, and every time somebody mentions her horns, everybody just gets reminded of their trauma. And it doesn't help that Nyancha has such a massive following. A cult following even. And this comic spread like a wildfire.
So
And
Ganyu!
it actually made real life consequences. I mean, it's absolutely hilarious. Just go to any Twitter thread, YouTube video, or any place where there is a community and just say that you ship Child and Ganyu. And then you're going to be absolutely shit on by the entire community. But why did this
There's no way.
manage to terrify the players so much? Instead of something like Yoimiya is delicious, which in my mind is more grotesque. Well, in order to explain,
They fucking ate
we
her?
have to understand how horror manga works. Wait, give me a minute. I can explain. This makes sense. When it comes to horror manga, you're very limited to amount of things you can do. Unlike media like video games or movies, you don't have access to music, to sound, to jump scares. So how do you create fear?
Bald!
Easy.
Okay.
By creating anticipation throughout your entire story. And Nyantacha managed to do it in 4 pages. You need to give some sort of hook to the reader so they continue reading. So first, let's examine this first page.
Okay.
In this first page,
Seems fine.
everything seems pretty normal. We have Ganyu and Child,
Okay.
and the plot is about overworked Ganyu who managed to get seduced by Tartaglia.
Sure,
who's
seems fine.
complimenting her horns and how beautiful
This is definitely
they
just
are.
hard sex on
And
screen,
this
but I
the
mean,
first
is what it
red
is.
Flag. But then when you turn the
They're
page,
wrestling, probably.
you see this. Tartaglia's face over here is absolutely terrifying. It builds
What
such
the
a good anticipation about what is next going to happen.
What the
Then you
fuck?
click on the next page and you can see Ganyu absolutely struggling as Tartaglia breaks one of her horns, which are very special to her. And this has been shown in the official media and in the game as well. How these horns are very special to her and how much sensitive they are. But there is one element that every great single horror manga has, and that is the art of turning the page. Letting your viewer consciously click on the next page. Letting them experience the jump scare on their own terms, making it much more personal. And we can see this in great works, such as works of Junji Ito, who has
Never read
managed
one.
to
Maybe I
become
should.
one of the greatest mangakas when it comes to horror.
I've heard really good things.
And of course, every single person who has read this comic to this part had to click on the next page.
Yeah, of course.
They had to see what is going to happen. And when they did, they were met with this. I'm going to
That's
give you
so
a few
fucking
seconds
hot.
to just
Am I crazy? That's so fucking hot.
absolutely
What?
haunting.
How is that horrifying?
So
It's just
it is
hot. Am I crazy?
Absolutely gut-punching reaction of absolute disgust, and your eyes immediately focus on Ganyu's face.
Yeah, it's hot as
And
fuck.
what is so horrifying about it is how her face shows absolute pure delight and joy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The elements like mind break, the blood oozing from her
Who
face,
doesn't like mind
the
break?
violent act of sexual gratification made by two characters who have absolutely different personalities and fan bases just clash together to create
I feel like this is such a
absolute
normal thing.
masterpiece of horror storytelling. And look at that face. I told you,
Yeah, it's
Natasha
awesome.
is incredible when it comes to drawing faces and
Dude,
how
the Genshin
expressive
community
they
is
are.
way too soft and they get
when you
upset over
examine
this.
page, there is two types of horror here. First type is physical, that you are going to immediately feel when you see this page. And then there's second type of horror that comes from actually reading the story of this comic, which basically says that Ganyu is now broken and helpless, and how this act was her fall from grace. And this forbidden pleasure is the thing that
Bro
she
is
will seek
freaking
now
out over
from
nothing.
child. And the last page just concludes it all. And let me tell you, when this
Holy
came out,
fuck!
oh my god, I cannot explain how much people were angry. And the funny thing is, when it comes to Tartaglia or child, there are some personality traits that are immediately associated with him. For example,
Nah, I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. If you got upset by that, you're just a bitch. And that's pretty much it. It's not even that bad, bro. Like, low key, it's just hot. It's just porn, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people are so soft. Okay, these people, you know, come on. All right, now I get it. Okay, now I get it. The Genshin community once again freaks out over fucking nothing. Who cares? Such a bunch of pussies, man. It is what it is. Next.